To the max.
Alright, just so you guys know, like, Rue is now a cat, and cats are territorial against bigger predators.
Cats are
They
assholes.
probably don't like dogs. Definitely don't like things.
You're not a cat, you're a tabaxi.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a fucking cat.
You're tabaxi.
I'm an asshole, that's what I am.
She's gonna start walking over, just knocking shit off tables.
It was tempting with those fucking stones eyes. Make eye contact with the guard and just flick it right off the table.
We need to kill you
glad.
and reincarnate you again.
You almost might got some cat shit.
Yeah.
I got 9 lives. Got 9 lives I have to spend.
So as you guys
Again.
walk out of the hunting lodge and cross over the bridge, what do you guys want to do?
Should we go see?
Is there a pet shop?
No.
You can
I
ask
wonder what
somebody.
kind of pets they keep. Have we noticed any pets throughout the village?
You haven't so far. You didn't see anything where you're walking the marketplace? Or the marketplace? Nothing stood out. But you can
Should we
always
go
ask.
see? Should we go see Buckle? See what he obviously he was trying to hide something with his books.
I feel like I need another glass of milk. We go see him.
You can stay behind.
How about Jax and you just go see the old man, and I will try to keep these two out of trouble.
That might work.
If they
Sounds
do
good.
something stupid, I'll shoot him in the foot.
You better actually do it. I know you threaten it a lot.
Hey! Hey, you guys see that? That bear's staring me down over there.
Hey, you guys might want to hurry back.
The webcam just
My
me
tail
grabbing
starts to
that.
poop out.
You're perfectly free to knock her unconscious as well.
Oh my
Yeah,
god,
really?
you're going to heat too?
Shoot
Do we
her.
like spray you with water?
You're not a cat, you're a tabaxi.
I'm a fucking cat!
Not every orc is like big, dumb, and stupid.
Alright, should I, Khajiit has word if you have coin.
Aw. I feel like I've been stereotyping once.
That's probably alright for Ren though.
Your mic is farting, by the way.
It's like
It's like,
buzzing.
Mine?
no,
No.
Rhett's. His fancy Yeti microphone.
So you going town hall? Or you going to the inn for milk? You going to the tower?
Oh,
Or
it
do you
sounds
wanna-
great.
Or do you want to leave the town? Or you want to go shop for something? Gonna try to find Falstaff.
Let's go get me a glass of milk, and then we can go take Rin to the pet store.
Yay!
Ugh.
Thanks,
Good luck.
Dad. Ick.
You guys splitting?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
Alright, two. So let's do. You guys are going to the inn for milk first?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, is that any better?
Oh, no, that's worse.
That is worse.
Yeah, I couldn't even hear you, really. Sounded like you were crying.
No, it sounded like cutting in and out and like
Don't sound any better. Go get some of that nice old warm yak milk.
Can you still hear the music, or is it too small now?
I can start.
So I got Rue, Ren, and Dadak going to see Badger for some milk, while Use and Jax are walking over to Buckle's Wizard Tower.
By the way, do those mountain yaks have 2 sets of horns?
I mean, you can go see. You walk into the inn. Badger looks up, sees 3 of you, sees Rudy, goes. You see him like gather himself. All right, I can do this. I can do this. How can I help the 3 of you?
Just give her what she wants.
Is this a robbery?
Please.
Oh, what would you like?
Oh, you know. You know what I'd like. I'd like some of that good stuff. That yummy, yummy, good.
Looks over, or Badger looks over at Ren and Dadak. Would one of you be able to translate, please? I don't speak
She wants
Tabaxi.
the
I
milk.
would like a glass of milk, please.
Oh. But
I
you,
want the strongest thing you fucking have.
He'll take a yak milk as well.
anything for you? He looks over at Miss Pennywinkle.
No, I'm good. I'm just excited to find the pet shop.
He puts a saucer of milk down in a glass of whiskey. He looks over at Ren. Don't know if we have any pet shops here. What are you looking for exactly? We don't like to keep animals as pets. I can sell you a
You have an
mountain yak.
adoption center?
I can sell you one of my mountain yaks.
Ooh. What are they good for?
You can ride them.
I can ride a yak?
Yeah, my yaks. Yaks around this part of the world are very sturdy, and you can jump on it like you think it was a horse.
Can it carry my stuff too?
Wait a minute. Have you been milking the males?
He kind of looks at you puzzled. How would you milk a male?
That's why it's extra creamy.
I was. Never had yak milk before.
I mean, I can sell you one of my riding yaks if you wish. So I see you guys, or the group of you, don't have any horses or any steeds.
Right? We fucking lost those things, didn't we?
He left them when he went through the portal.
Oh, fuck.
I thought we teleported back and they were fine.
They're still there.
Oh, okay. We just left them there. So.
He left them there again.
Well, I want a yak. How much are they?
300 gold per. But they're exceptionally well in the mountains. Way better than a horse.
I want 2 yaks, please.
Oh.
Where exactly are you going to keep them?
Right next to us.
Oh,
They are
you're
new
going to bring them right in
companions.
here?
Well, no, once you're ready to
No, they
leave,
can-
you can just come and
Yeah,
get
we'll
them
pick
and
them
ride
up when
out.
we're ready to go. I want one of them to be called Yaki Truman.
Yaki True?
Yeah.
Yakietrue? Like this?
Yep.
Okay. He takes 600 gold from you. That was a big old chunk of it your husband gave to you before you left.
I think Jebediah will be proud of your investment.
Right? And he'll always send me more.
But you have a saucer of milk and a nice whiskey, and you've just purchased 2 mountain yaks to ride.
Dag down as fast as you fucking can. After hearing her spend
Oh my
600
God,
gold on 2 yaks.
Rue, I wonder if they can braid the yak's hair.
I'm sure you could if you wish.
Yeah, I feel like we just had this talk about braiding hair.
Who wants to see a
Bear said you guys do it yourself.
real close up of?
Oh, look at them. They're so cool.
The reins are connected to the fucking nose piercing.
Gotta control them somehow.
Holy shit.
Control them through pain.
But the flowers around the side.
I mean, you should know you're a minotaur. That's why you guys have nose rings.
That
Right?
is
And your
that
normal
is
form.
stereotype. No, all of us has a nose ring. I did, but that's not the point.
Maybe you should have one on right now. Maybe it'd be easier to control you.
Aren't you the one that's being a dick to every fucking bear you see?
I'm not. No, no, no.
Just because you say no, it doesn't make it not true.
Now, how have I been a dick to all these bears we've been meeting? I accidentally spilled some milk last night here.
It looked pretty purposeful.
No, that was.
It looked like you were trying to see what the old man was reading for.
You don't know shit. Don't you judge me.
I mean, your acting's not that good.
I'm gonna put a nose ring in you.
Anyways. I really hope Jack's back soon. They can deal with you.
Being difficult.
Did you guys want to do anything else with Badger?
I'm being a good kitty. Nope.
So Use and Jax, as you guys make your way through some of the homesteads of the Ursus, come up to a pretty large beige tower. You see the clone of Edmund is out front. He's walking around the tower. He's looking up towards the top of the tower. He's kind of walking around. Doesn't give you much notice. He keeps circling the tower over and over again as you were walking up the path towards it. It's about 50 feet high, straight up, 30 feet wide. And there's just a single iron door at the bottom of the base of the tower.
Is everything alright up here?
Turns and
You
looks
should be
over.
more quiet.
Yeah, you were kind of quiet.
Oh god, I got closer to the mic though.
You sounded good there.
Okay, we'll just go there then.
I'm just gonna turn it off. It's really quiet for me.
See here. Let's try that. I'll put you on 150.
Alright, doesn't sound like I'm in an oven now. Or whatever.
You're still buzzing. Well, is he looking down on us?
So as you walk up the path towards the front of his tower as he's coming around the side of it towards the front. And he's walking around the base of the tower and he sees you. And he hears what you said and he gives you guys a look. You seem to me like you. He's looking at you. I can feel it radiating off of you. You've been on a different plane, haven't you?
A couple times. Went there today.
I can feel the taint of the Shadowfell. Well, your friend is a little too brash, but maybe the two of you would like to come inside and see. You might appreciate what I have to show you.
I think we'd be interested.
The Ursas here are very friendly. They let me work in peace. All I would ask is that you do not tell the other Ursas here what you find when you step into this tower.
All right.
We can keep a secret.
Did you just try to talk?
Oh God, no. Hello.
Hello. Oh,
Hello.
Hello. I don't know what's happening. Can I be heard?
Thank you.
yes.
Is the buzzing a gun a little bit?
No.
Damn it.
You walk inside the tower. As you walk to the base of the tower, on the base floor, the bottom floor, there's a large staircase that goes up. And then there's pretty simple furnishings, like there's a kitchen, a dining area, a bedroom. But he doesn't even stop. He walks in and he starts to walk up the stairs, so you guys start to follow him up these winding stairs. And the stairs go around and around and around as you're going up higher and higher into this tower. And you keep walking up the stairs for what seems to be a lot longer than what you initially thought the size of the tower was. And eventually you come out to the top of the tower. He steps off and you stand into a large circular room. Let me know if that music's too loud. You're in this large room, and then there's an offset room with a table to the north up here. There's a couple chairs. There's also 4 different doors. Well, it seems to be doors, but they're all a different color. And instead of being like a normal wooden door, it's just it's almost like a magical wall shimmering. One's blue, one's yellow, one's orange, and one's green.
Is this like different planes?
He looks over at you. You two are very astute. Please come sit. He goes into this chamber here and he sits down at the chamber. And in this room there are all the books and the parchments. They're just thrown all about this room. Are you familiar that there's more to this world than just the Shadowfell, the Feywild, and the mortal planes, the heavens and the hells?
I don't think I do.
I kinda assumed.
Yeah.
What if I were to tell you there is a plane of air, a plane of water, a plane of earth, and a plane of fire, and each is ruled by a great elemental lord?
Oh, those plans. Yeah, I learned about those a long time ago.
Yes, each plane is vast and dangerous. And I have made access to each. I was
What had
merely...
you so interested in the planes?
What
How did
has...
you get access?
Well, I'm a very powerful wizard. Very curious wizard. What do you know exactly about Edmund, the one that your cat friend spoke about last night?
He made clones of himself, and that you're one of them, and that there's 4 or 5 other. And that the thing that Rue held up to you yesterday, He cast a spell on it. Keep it trapped in there.
This is true. I am a clone of Edmund, and everything, all of his powers are indeed also all of my powers. I think I was the first to split, where I have the most memory. And I've met other of these clones in my travels, but some have no memory, some are just blindly stupid, don't know the powers they hold.
There was worse screaming.
They are very dangerous, especially the one that does not understand what he wields. He's a child with his button on a very powerful magic he does not know how to control. But me, see, I wish to escape this plane and get away from Edmund. I will not be called back and dissolved. I will not be destroyed, for he has given me life.
I don't think he wants to destroy you.
What makes you say that?
When we talked to him and we were telling him about us finding another version of him, he told us that he just wants to know that his clones aren't doing any harm.
Do you know if he's went out to try to stop his clones, or has he left Hollybrook? I don't want to always have to be watching my back to make sure a powerful version of myself appears from behind and dissolves my body away. I have much work to be done.
From my understanding, he hasn't really tried to go after you guys.
This is good.
I mean, we've met most of them now. I think probably all of them. One of them was a bird that was attacking cities, so we attacked it. Didn't know that it was a clone. We killed it.
I would say it's probably for the best to send the ones that don't understand what they wield back to Edmund in some way, or by killing them. Whatever is easier, whatever protects those around it.
Another one was a hermit living in a shack, selling potions to the nearby village.
Respectable.
And then the other one just started teleporting through a camp. We haven't heard anything about that one yet.
May be dangerous as well. Well, let me show you exactly what I'm doing here. Stands up and he walks into the center. Which plane gives you the most fancy?
I'll look at use.
How would I know? I've only ever been to the Shadowfell. And Feywild, I guess, but, you know.
Let's do water.
He steps up to the door here and he waves his hand in front of the door. The bright blue barrier starts to slowly dissolve. I'm lagging a bit.
Too much revealed.
Bam, there you go. He doesn't step through the door, and he kind of steps to the side so you can look through it too. It's almost like a glass, and it shows a little habitat area, and it's just full of water. Looking past it, you can see a creature floating in the water there, staring directly at the door, not moving. And then behind him is just a huge ocean that just stretches forever and ever. You get a good look at this guy. And he looks like this. He just floated in the water.
Is he watching the door because he can sense us?
Yes, he knows I'm here, for I have imprisoned him. in this opening of the water plane. He is my beacon on how I can peer into this plane. For as long as I have him and each of his like-minded elemental myrmidons, I can peer into each plane and gain access for my research. For if we step through this door, you'll be stepping into the plane of water, dealing with the dangers and the benefits that come with it.
Fascinating.
I was lucky to stumble into this village where I can just work on my research in peace, away from prying eyes, for no one knows of this really. In fact, you're one of the first ones that I've seen that wasn't a high elf or mainly an Ursus in many years.
We're a special group.
That's an understatement.
Steps over to the plane of air. Then you see the air elemental myrmidon just floating, also just staring directly at the door. Now, I will not kid, but what I do here is very dangerous, and if I would even drop my guard for a second, these elementals would attack to free themselves, rush back to their masters, or whatever pecking order the elementals have on their planes. So I must be constantly on guard. So I don't have time to fool with someone trying to spill milk on my spellbooks like your friend did.
Yeah, sorry about that. She's not very bright.
Well, she seems potential to be smart.
Your friends are welcome to see this place as long as they understand the consequences.
So we might not want to bring them here.
Yeah. Probably not.
Or we'll
One of them would probably just go right through the portal.
I would have to prevent that, defend these portals with a fury to save not only myself, you two, but also this village.
I understand. How long did it take you to do these?
Quite some time. Where I was in hiding, thinking that Edmund would come for me if I stayed in this tower for many, many nights over many years.
Well, I think if Edmund would come for you and he saw this, I think he'd understand if he was trying to kill you, that it would be best not to.
Maybe there
for
is.
killing you.
Maybe there is
For
hope for
killing
the.
you would be bad.
Maybe there's a chance the Edmund and myself can reconcile, and maybe he would like to help me with my research. He drops the last one.
You ever try speaking with these, or they just attack you on sight?
I do speak with them.
Oh, you do?
They don't talk much, and they're very angry at their current situation.
I could see why.
Sometimes I must force them to speak. But this world does not know much of these planes. A lack of knowing brings a greater fear, so maybe with more research and more work to be done, our understanding will be better, and maybe what we discover here will help the world in some way.
I think it's a good thing you're doing here.
Interesting, for sure. You seem to understand binding magics pretty well. Do you think I'd be able to keep in contact with you about ways to counteract necromantic energies?
Of course, man. Seeing your situation and seeing that you are touched with the darkness, I for one would not like to see that that plane bleed over into this one, so if there's ways that I can help you in your journeys combating the evils that you seem to want to distance yourself from.
I'm not too worried about distancing myself. I'm more worried about the cult that is likely going to start chasing us soon.
Oh, is there a cult chasing you? And your friends?
Possibly. I don't know if they know where we are, but I know they may be coming for us.
Interesting. Who were they chasing exactly?
One of our companions, but you must understand, I don't know you well enough to freely share that information.
I understand. Would you mind if I come with you and maybe speak to this companion? Or would that be too much intrusion? It's not the cat, is it?
With the group, but
It's not the cat.
yeah. Yeah, you may. Just be mindful that she is under the protection of some powerful beings.
Well, you have piqued my interest. He starts to walk down the stairs.
Oh, and she may be with the cat too, so prepare yourself.
He's walking down the stairs in front of you and you just hear a...
I'll go down.
You guys make your way to the tower. Trying to change your thing, but it won't let me for some reason.
Am I talking to you?
Yeah,
Yeah, I think you... I don't know. It's weird.
try this.
On the way there, I'd warn him against letting him know about what's in the tower. I don't know what Rue or Rin would do.
The cat might try to enter it, so that would be bad.
I'd imagine Rin would be the one to do that.
Shiny, yeah, you're right.
See if I can cheat and hit this way. Hey, there we go.
Did you bring out an Nor Lane instead?
I went to an older map and copy and pasted.
Oh, okay.
So as you guys are purchasing your mountain yaks, one of them's name is Yaki True, and Badger's out there. Rue's enjoying her saucer. Dadak just downed a whiskey. Jackson, you and Buckle walk into this inn with you guys.
Thank God you're here.
I can see you had a drink.
Oh, he has.
Yeah, I do.
Didn't mean you.
And I bought 2 yaks. I'm so excited.
Why?
Because we don't have any horses. And I'm not carrying all the stuff I buy by myself.
I really hope you used your own gold for that.
Well, she doesn't have the bags, so...
Right? I didn't know using the other gold was an option.
Nope.
It's not. Not unless everyone approves.
Your friends here tell me that one of you is being followed by a cult.
Yeah, it's weird. I just feel like they're always watching.
Interesting. Do you know why they're following you?
I have no idea.
We do. But like we said, we'd like to be a little more cautious on what we say.
Well, the safest places to speak are either in my tower or in the Bear King's lodge.
I mean, I felt pretty comfortable talking about it right here. It's not a big deal.
Then tell me, young gnome.
Don't call me a gnome.
What should I call you then, sir?
Dadak.
Well, Dadak, what is following you that seems to have your friends concerned?
Can't tell what it is. It just, it feels like it creeps into my mind. It's like a spaghetti monster.
Make a deception check. Ah.
Yes.
Can you describe
Wait.
what the spaghetti monster looks like? Is it from the Shadowfell?
That's not it at all.
I think so. It's like one giant eyeball. All wiggly.
Would I believe that with a matching one?
No, you'd pass.
Yeah, I'll tell you guys, I'm straight up lying. Like,
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, no.
okay, I was like, wait.
Really, with the spaghetti monster.
I was like, whoa.
Well, I believe I may have a way to absolve your spaghetti monster if you wish to ask for my services. What do you...
Dadak, tell the truth.
Wait, are your knees weak and your palms sweaty?
There's vomit on my sweater already.
What'd you say, Jack?
Tell him the truth.
I did.
What did you do with your precipitation?
You know, I just want to get rid of the rest of Rue's milk.
Why would you do that?
What do you want to do to it?
Possible, so it's just really, really warm. So
What, you
it's
made it
kinda
really warm?
disgusting.
Oh, I love warm milk.
Warm to the point that it's disgusting.
Oh no,
Like
no.
So it's like spoiled.
Your milk turns sour.
Okay, well that's different.
Badger walks in.
But now it's cottage cheese.
Ugh.
Good.
Mrs.
Do you have a spoon? I'm a proper cat.
She has pie all over her face.
That's right. Nah, I cleaned it off.
You didn't clean it
I
off.
licked it off my face with my paws.
Okay.
I cleaned myself right on the table here.
He brings you a spoon. Then he tells Lady Pinnawick, I know she's gone, but she tells her that the yaks are ready. Whatever you guys are ready. Without even asking,
Yeah.
he brings Buckle a brandy and then goes away.
On second that, Buckle. My issue is probably not as concerning as her issue.
Yeah. One of the problems is that she broke a contract with Biznatch.
The Lord of
Or as
Demons.
Yep.
No, you know what the real issue is here. I
you're
used
a
to be a
cat.
human, and now I'm a cat.
I don't think that's big.
Are you
Told that
asking
one
for?
guy you were a cat before.
Are you asking
Okay.
for assistance to
All right,
remove your
Jax, you
cathood?
can't say anything.
What do you mean I can't say anything?
You are very insecure with who you are. That's why you keep changing forms. Now, I loved myself when I was human. And now I'm a cat.
I can change your form if you wish. If you do not like your current form, if it will stop you from trying to spill milk over my incredibly important documents. But I can only
I
change
mean,
you
I
into...
would prefer to be a human.
I'm afraid
I'm
I...
not saying I'm definitely not obnoxious now. Not at all.
I'm afraid I cannot turn you into a human. But I can't change you from the tabaxi.
To what?
What do you mean?
Well, I can change you to a ganassi. You can be a ganassi from one of the 4 planes that I have just shown your friends. You'll be touched by the elements. But to do this, you will need to venture into that plane. You'll be either a air, a water, a fire, or an earth and ganassi.
I think that's a bad idea.
To change you back to a human, you need some very powerful magic.
What about a minotaur?
You mean a gnome? Like changing you from a gnome to...
You wish to become a minotaur?
I am a minotaur.
He wishes to get rid of a curse, I believe.
Are you cursed, Dadak?
By something.
I have the ability to peer into your mind and maybe find where this curse is, if that is something that you wish to have done. It will be painful. But
Does it involve you touching me?
It does. Then you'll have your
Yeah.
answers.
Well,
The choice
Ring
is
can
yours.
sedate you. You wouldn't know.
He would need to be awake.
Okay, let's do it. How bad are we talking?
It'll take me some time to prepare. It'll be excruciating pain, and you'll want your friends to be nearby to cure your wounds once the ordeal is over. And you'll need a day's rest, but you will know your past, and you will know what cursed you,
Well, I know what cursed me.
and how to break the curse. I'll be able to
That's
give you...
what I want.
I'll be able to give you much information, but just do understand that once the process starts, the pain will begin, and the pain will not end until the process is complete, which can almost take 10 minutes to an hour if you're exceptionally stubborn.
Did you hear
Yeah.
that, Jax? You need to be
That's-
on standby to touch Dadak.
So it's gonna be a while. Damn, stubborn.
Maybe I could heal that. I sense that you have a very powerful bite on your left nipple.
Dude, do not touch my war wounds.
Oh, sorry, I just
Wear them with pride.
didn't know if you wanted me to heal that for you.
Nope, it's gone. Can't be returned.
Dadak always has one.
Wait, would his
Minus
would his
one
nipple
health.
regenerate?
It would.
Well, that's some good magic right there.
So if I'm going to understand this, we have a young friend here who wishes to know how to turn back to a minotaur. We have a tabaxi that wishes to turn back to a human. We have another someone that's touched by the Shadowfell. And then I'm assuming that the cult is following another one of you. So you are a interesting bunch of
Yes.
people that I wish to be acquainted with, I think.
I like this guy more than Edmund.
Now, I will
Are you
help
sure
you
he's
with-
not the
This guy's
original?
better than the one in the woods.
Yeah. I will help you with this in as best the way that I can, but do understand that this will be very taxing and I may ask for aid in return.
What kind of aid?
You want us to kill Edmund? We got you.
I do not wish for Edmund to die, I just wish for Edmund to leave me alone for my research, unless he plans to assist. But there may be a time when I need help with my research, and I may need powerful adventurers to adventure somewhere they may not wish to go.
Well,
Do you mean into the other planes?
Yes.
I think we've already done something like that before. With a much more shady character.
That is true.
That's not much to ask of us.
It may be more dire than you think. If I'm ever able, or if I ever lose the holds that I have on these planes. But hey, I will return to my tower when you are ready to begin the ritual if you wish to partake it. If you wish to discuss these matters more, I would feel much more comfortable with this in the vale that is my home than in this inn, even though Badger is an exceptional host. And he raises his brandy and he drinks it. Stands up and bows. He walks
Alright.
up.
Are you really gonna let him do this, Dadak?
I think it's the best decision. But
If he
it's
can
up
give
to
me
Dadak.
answers to it. I know, it's kind of weird that he has to touch me. I don't like that.
What's up with you and touching?
Don't want to be touched. Why do you want to hug everyone? Weird.
I don't want to. Everyone.
I see you hugging trees in the middle of the night. Creepy.
He just walks up.
I'll say I'll be back in a second too, or a couple minutes.
So, Jax, why don't you tell us about these planes he was talking about?
Well, there's earth, fire, water, air. It's basically like Shadowfell or the Feywild. And it's full of elementals of each kind.
He just has him shown in his house.
Binded to his house, yes.
And we're the weird one.
I mean, our group is pretty weird.
This guy has BDSM elemental.
We're not weird. We've just experienced a lot of things.
Well, if you guys don't have any objections, I kind of want to go do this.
Yeah. I'm done. I kind of want to know where Falstaff is, though, too.
Well, if it wasn't for the fact that he is a peace admin, I'd say hell no, but let's do it.
And Jax, you do not touch me unless it's absolutely necessary.
We'll make sure he holds you the whole time
I'll cradle you. Sorry.
for support. Yeah.
I will shoot you in both.
Hush, little Dadak.
You finish your fucking milk.
My cottage cheese, which was fucking delicious. All right,
You guys are.
let's get this show on a road, right?
Everyone's going to the tower.
Yep.
Should we wait for use?
Did he say how long it'll be?
In a few minutes, he said.
I think you
Right,
can
okay.
assume that we know where we're gonna go.
Yeah.
I think he said something, but he was kind of quiet.
Oh, good job.
Oh my god.
Benizak?
That was really loud and very delayed.
You guys all make your way to the tower. And as you do, double use! You guys are there. Use is walking up the steps ahead of you as you guys catch up to him. Edmund's sitting at the table, and as you guys walk up to this room, you see the 4 veils of the different planes, and you can see through the planes and see the elementals that are bound that Buckle's using to keep these planes open. And as you peer into each plane, you can see like the air is more clouded. Way off in the distance, there's a small castle in the clouds. The water is just pure water. The fire is almost like looking at a volcano. It's just lava and mountains past the initial home area for the Myrmidon. And then the Earth Elemental one almost looks like you're going into these huge caverns, almost like the Underdark, but it's more lit with a lot more translucent geodes that really spark the earthen plane. And there's Buckle sitting down, and he motions for Dadak to sit next to him.
You guys
Should we-
came fast.
Yeah. Should we be in the room too?
Oh yes, because he will need much healing to repair both his mind and body after this ordeal is over. Remember, once we start with this Dadak, we cannot stop.
That's it.
I would seem that I have made some new friends who are in need of different types of aid.
I'm gonna give resistance for Dadak just in case.
Will this be a one at a time ordeal, or we're going to focus on fixing Dadak's Minotaur status first?
Helping the gnome might work.
Yeah.
For
And,
now.
yeah.
Alright, Dadak, I need you to make 3 Constitution saving throws.
Oh,
I
shit.
gave him resistance.
Get an
The
extra
first
D4.
one. Or whatever it was.
Wait, can I?
The one!
Before we start this, I don't cheat. Because I have my transmuter stone. Can I give that to him?
What's it? I don't think it'll do anything since he's not a wizard.
Only the stone is active.
What's it do?
Okay, I can use the stone on myself or give it to another person. So the one that I have currently, it gives me a advantage on Constitution saving throws.
Okay, that's helpful.
Yeah.
So if I can let him hold on to it while we do this.
That gets you away from that one.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
It probably would have been bad. Remember, you get an
Yeah.
extra D4 too.
Yeah, roll
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Roll that D4. That's gonna be helpful for the 11.
Oh.
So fail, pass, fail.
Could I keep giving him resistance to the next one?
Yeah. Roll the D4 for the next 2. Because this is gonna take you about a half hour. 4 is good. 21. You won't be able to hit 15 on the third one, but okay. So you guys crowd around this this table. You watch Buckle put both of his hands on Dadak, on his shoulders, as Dadak's facing towards the staircase, as Buckle's behind him, standing over him. And as soon as he touches him, Dadak just gives out this huge shriek of just full of pain. And it looks almost like Dadak's spirit is rising above the form of Dadak as Buckle is just focusing hard into Dadak's mind. And as he's focusing, Buckle's eyes close and he says, Ankton. And he says Ankton over and over and over again for about 10 minutes now. He says that over and over and over. And then there's another shriek of pain from Dadak. But it's calmer this time as you pass that saving throw. And then Buckle starts to ease a bit. The spirit is floating above Dadak now in a circle. And you can see Dadak's spirit floating around this room. And then you hear Dadak say, or you hear Buckle, and he says, Tohik. And he starts just repeating this word over and over again. Tohik. 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 In this last bit of effort, Dadak gives another shriek of pain and the spirit flings itself and hits Dadak in the back, and then you see Dadak's body arch and his chest goes out and his arms go back. And Dadak, you take 32 points of damage, and then you just fall onto the table and you slump over. Awake, but mentally drained. You give yourself a level of exhaustion. Buckle sits. He looks at Dadak. You may wish to regain yourself before we discuss this, my friend.
Bam.
So what do we got? How do we break the curse?
I'm afraid there's no curse.
Hmm?
You're not a minotaur. You're a gnome.
Not a gnome.
You've been
I
lied
knew he
to?
was crazy. Oh my god.
Ren. This is probably a very hard moment for him right now.
He looks over at Ren. Buckle does, and he says, who you know as Dadak Stonehoof is a man whose mind is broken.
That's so sad.
Aw, I want to run over and hug him.
Don't touch me.
I want to get a hug too.
Your name is not Dadak Stonehoof. Your real name is Tohik. You're
That's a horrible name.
Oh, call him Toto.
My friend Tohik, you are a member of a small village of forest gnomes north of Hollybrook from the village of Ankton. Your village was attacked and slaughtered by the Yakara clan of the north. They raided the village. They took slaves. They murdered anyone who was not deemed to be worthy of their slavehood. And you unfortunately made your way back to the village at the time that the village was burning. You're not a minotaur, you're a gnome who's faced so much trauma in his life and had such a traumatic experience that the mind made what the mind makes. So you were deemed to have been worthy to be a slave under the Yakara clan, under the chieftain that runs the clan, Chieftain Karthakaya. Karthakaya. You were young and sturdy, so they threw you into the pits as an offering to the great Minotaur warriors. But you are a resilient gnome. Do you remember? Does this spark anything left in your memory?
No. Only thing I remember is growing up with the Minotaur. I've always been a Minotaur.
The chieftain lied to you, but he lied to you because after they murdered your family and your clans, burned your village, took you for a slave. They threw you into the combat pits. The warrior was playing to the crowd. He was taunting with his back turned to you. But you were resilient and you grabbed a small dagger and you stabbed him in his calf. The Minotaur fell by maybe sheer luck, maybe blessings from the gods. The warrior fell and he landed awkwardly and his heart exploded. And in the minds of the Minotaurs, this little gnome had just stabbed their greatest warrior in the ankle and killed it. So they raised you high and proclaimed them one of your own. But with a lucky strike to the back of a calf of a great Minotaur, the legend of the now Dadak Stonehoof was born. The chieftain told you that you were cursed, but he lied to you. There is no sorceress to break your curse. Your name is Tohik, member of Ankton, father of son of a slain village. He puts his arm on your shoulder. I am sorry, my friend.
Just seeing if he's telling the full truth there.
With a 12,
There
he
would
is.
be no reason to lie.
Dadak gets up and just walks out.
Oh, was he like defeated? Like his face? Or does he look confused or angry?
Pretty much all of them.
She needs the
That's so
details.
sad.
As you guys are walking out, Buckle says, "The Yakar clan still is there north of Hollybrook. But they are powerful. Don't let your friend go there. Till he's ready to face these demons."
Are any of his people still around?
They are slaves for the clan.
We can go rescue his people.
How... Or have you heard anything about this clan? Like, how large are they?
I only know what I saw through Dadak's mind. They're very large. They've built many homes and vantage points up in the mountains, blocking the path to Zaintaviar.
Now, his story surely was sad, but I don't know if we did him a favor or if we just cost him his life. So I feel like after knowing that, vengeance would be pretty strong in his heart right now.
You may wish to catch him before he runs off by himself and gets himself killed.
Yeah, we should definitely be doing that. Let's go, guys. Let's go get him.
We'll talk about the deal later, Buckle.
Damn.
I'll run out.
I
It's the
understand.
tears. You can't see through your tears. It's okay.
You ran out of the tower? Did you run out of the tower, Dadak?
Yeah, he didn't. Yeah, he walked all the way out.
Okay.
Started walking like towards the woods. Go off by himself.
I'm gonna stay back and talk to Buckle.
Okay. Anyone else want to chase after Dadak?
Who's all going? So me.
You, Ren, and Jax?
Yep.
Falstaff missing the big reveals.
Yeah, shit.
Twice though. This was when Dadak first came up with this idea, he texted me and he's all super excited about it. This is sweet.
It's good, but it's so sad.
So it's Tohik the gnome from Inkton
My guy's just a pothead.
village. He tries to hide from you guys, but it's pretty easy to spot him. He's so emotional he can't really commit himself to hide.
It'll be okay, Dadak. We'll wreak vengeance on them.
I just want to be left alone.
Now, don't run off and do anything stupid.
I'm not gonna do anything stupid. I just want to be alone.
I know you're awfully prideful, so just know that we will help you.
We're here for you.
How much do you think of that was true?
We won't hold your hand.
How much of it do we think it's true?
Yeah,
Like, why would he
Why
lie
would he
about
lie?
that?
I don't know.
Like, do you remember anything?
I only remember the growing up with the Minotaurs.
I think it was all true.
They're my family.
I think it's something that we can definitely look into.
Sounds like Stockholm syndrome.
Ren is well acquainted with that.
Her slave lamp that she has.
Yeah, the other.
He doesn't love me yet. I'm working on it.
You guys go figure out the Rin stuff. I'll meet you guys back at
Back at where?
the end.
Okay.
Alright, well, take your time. This is definitely something we should look further into. Even though I believe Buckle, it's always best to investigate these things before acting on it. So, you take your time. We'll meet you back at the inn.
Dadak starts to walk away. Well, Tohik starts to walk away.
Mhm.
As soon as he sees him go inside, he makes a run for the woods.
Do we notice that?
If you guys went inside.
Hey, I want to leave Mushu out. There. Mushu's watching.
Okay. So you can either, if you try to run, you can either try to go through the front gates, or you can try to go up the mountain, or you can go like towards 3, which takes you towards the big skeleton dude, into the mountains that way, or you can go towards number 1, which is towards the teleportation circle.
Let's go in the mountains towards the skeleton dude.
Okay.
I
notice Mushu?
Follow him in the back. Yeah, stealthy Mushu.
All right. Have Mushu make a stealth check.
That was Mushu barking.
Is that just me making a stealth check?
That really was.
Oh no. It's, you want to make it? Roll a d20. And then do a +2. Is it Mushu stealth? Dadak, roll perception. Yeah, you see Mushu following you. Oh, that's a 9. So yeah, you see Mushu.
Shoot it.
You shoot at Mushu?
Yep, I shoot Mushu.
Alright. 22 hits and a 14 kills Mushu.
Is there a tree?
So Ren, you
That fucking little shithead. I swear to God, I'm done with him. He's running away, and I'm
Wait, a
fucking
tree
chasing him.
pops up.
but you also
Okay, so I want to leave and follow in the direction that Mushu was last in. Can I leave on my yak? Ooh! Oh, I want the other one to be Yaki Chan.
Let me write that down. Yaki Chan. He's gotta go.
Yaki True and Yaki Chan.
Well, so what happens is Dadak pulls out his arrow or his bow and shoots Mushu. You see through Mushu's eyes and you see Mushu die. So you know that he did it, and you see which direction he's running. But as soon as Mushu's gone, you don't see where he went. To get the yak, he's got to run back to the end to get it.
Okay, I'm just gonna leave on foot after him.
We see Ren leave, right?
Yeah.
Then I'm leaving too.
And you hear
Yeah,
me,
she's
bitch,
in a rush.
stupid gnome.
All right. Well, we all gotta go investigate now. So I'm going. 2.
The 3 of you?
Yep.
Did it make a stealth?
Like, what time is it during the day now?
4 in the afternoon or so? What's happening is Yus is talking with Buckle upstairs in the tower. Dadak just killed Mushu and now he's running away. And they're chasing you.
Wait. So, I get expertise on that, right? Because I'm proficient in it.
Oh, with your rogue, yeah.
No, it's only for perception and these.
Ah, okay. You pass
Alright.
another trace if you want.
Oh yeah, that's what I said. We'll do that too.
If you really want to hide.
Yep, we're hiding. We're going full bore out.
So that's a 20. Can you guys beat a 30 with perception checks?
Oh my god. Do we have to try?
Probably not.
Would nat 20s work?
Maybe. Yeah, Dadak. So Dadak is gone. Dadak is rushed off. You're not sure which direction he is. And he's a ranger, so he's almost impossible to trace.
That fool's gonna get himself killed.
Can I look for tracks?
Can I use fly above the trees and see him?
I think...
Ooh,
Good
scry.
scry.
Can I just see him? Can I just scry for him?
Yeah, so pass out trace means you can't track him except for magical means, but you can scry on him. Alright, you want to scry?
I got this to keep up for my Chevy, but I think I'll use it for him.
So Dadak, make a wisdom save.
I have advantage because of that.
Okay.
Right?
And she gets a +5 because she knows you, so she gets 16.
I got 11.
So she has a, what's her DC? She sees you. He's by the skeleton that Falstaff helped kill.
We're running over.
Are you just running?
Actually, we'll get the yak.
Dadak, are you stopping or are you running too?
No, I'm gonna keep going. Can't scry forever.
Takes 10 minutes to cast that, by the way.
Yeah, he's gonna be gone.
Yeah.
The Dadak has found out he's not a Minotaur. You guys tried to catch up to him and find him, but he just has run away, and right as you scry on him, you can see he's running, but he's just running away from everything right now.
Do I see it through like blurry eyes and tears?
Oh, what are you doing, Dadak, as you're running?
He's not crying. Right now he's just focused on getting the fuck away from you guys.
Is he like angry? Is he like pissed?
Angry, sad, confused. I mean, pretty much all the emotions you would go through.
Wants to get away.
Do I feel his emotions? Just see everything in like a red tint.
Yeah, you can definitely see he's pissed and hurt.
You guys, maybe we should just leave him alone. He seems to be real out of it right now.
Well, it's either that he gets himself killed or he comes.
I mean, with the way that he is, I wouldn't be surprised if he tried to take that whole clan on by himself.
So I guess we know where we're going next.
Can I use Dimension Door and we just end up there?
Nah, it's not far enough. Got a pretty good range on it. So as Eustace sitting in the tower with Buckle. Brew and Jack are around Rin as Rin is crying and watching Dadak run into the forest full of anger and hurt. That's where we end it for tonight. On a
Mic
solemn,
drop. Boom.
on a
The
solemn
field.
note.